What is going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Smash that thumbs up if you like this content. We appreciate all the love and support here at Pick Dawgz, and I can tell you with the Wraparound, would not be where it is today without your guys' love and support, so thank you so much for that. If you're looking for my best bets on the board, the games that I absolutely love, head to pickdawgz.com. Click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. Got a lot of action on the board. Got some college hoops today for you. Got two NBA plays that I really love, as well as an NHL play. It's going to be sold individually or as part of my hoops and hockey 3-pack. Two NBA plays and an NHL play in there. Or if you're looking for the maximum value, hop on a long-term pass. You can go for a ride with me for anywhere from 3 days up to a full year. Or you can pair me up with one or multiple of your other favorite handicappers at Pick Dawgz Premium. Let us make you some money. Like I said, it's great time of year. You're getting loaded cards day after day. The value on these long-term passes is at its peak because, like I said, you're getting tons of action every single day. College hoops, NBA, NHL, even NFL playoff action on the weekend as well. So definitely make sure that you give those a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. But that's later today. We're going to be talking about all that on our morning show. But for right now, we've got a 9-game NHL card to look at here on the Wraparound for Tuesday. You guys know the drill. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game on Tuesday's card takes us to the Little Caesars Arena, where the Detroit Red Wings take on the Dallas Stars, and two teams that are playing some solid hockey right now. The Dallas Stars have played some of their best hockey on the road this season, where they're 13-5-4, and head-to-head with the Red Wings, they've won 6 straight and 9 of the last 10. But the Dallas Stars have been inconsistent as of late. They've alternated wins and losses in each of their last 4 games. They're coming off a 3-2 loss in overtime to the New York Islanders. And that while that was on the second half of a back-to-back, it doesn't necessarily get any easier here. The Detroit Red Wings are playing some of their best hockey of the season. They just upended the Tampa Bay Lightning at home, a Tampa Bay team that's had their number over the last few years, and they've won 4 of 5 and 7 of 9. And I think that the Detroit Red Wings just have some value on their side here. I honestly think with the way these two teams are playing right now, this game should probably be lying closer to a coin flip. So getting plus 120 with the Red Wings, I think not a bad place to be. I'm going to take a shot on the Red Wings here at plus 120. Now we head to the Bell Center for an all-Canadian matchup between the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senators. And this is a matchup we just saw a couple of days ago here as the Ottawa Senators just beat up on the Montreal Canadiens 6-2. And Montreal outscored 15-6 in their last 2 games, giving up 9 goals to Boston last time out on the road. But now they go back home where they're actually a decent 9-11-3, and all things considered, considering how bad that Montreal's been at least in the last couple of years. And they're also facing an Ottawa team that, beat the Philadelphia Flyers and has alternated wins and losses in each of their last 6. But if you believe in patterns, that would mean they're due for a loss here. But not because I believe in patterns, but I'm taking Montreal here because A, there's the revenge factor here, but B, Ottawa is still just 5-13 on the road this season. I get it. There's head-to-head dominance for the Senators here, winning 7 straight meetings and scoring 5 or more goals in 6 of those 7. But Montreal, I think, is a live dog here. Like I said, I'm just not about to lay minus 152 with an Ottawa team that's, like I said, lost 13 of 18 on the road this season. So give me Montreal here at the plus money. Now we head to the Wells Fargo Center where the Philadelphia Flyers take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. And two teams that, I thought I had a little bit of a decent read on, but went on to prove me wrong. The Philadelphia Flyers been playing some solid hockey, and I was really high on this goaltending group. And in their last couple of games at home, they've been outscored 12-7 by the Avalanche and the Senators. On the other side of the coin, you got Tampa Bay, who gave up 2 goals and felt bad for Andrei Vasilevsky. He had a good start, and his offense flat out let him down. But I'm still going with the over 6 in this game, mainly because right now I don't know how much I trust the goaltending, but I trust the offense of both of these teams to at least do some damage. And whether this is a one-sided game one way or the other, Tampa Bay, they've still got an electric power play. They've still got an offense that can put up goals in bunches. And like I said, we've seen what Philly's done in the last couple games. And the Flyers, well, they're capable of putting up some goals themselves. And we've seen this Tampa Bay team be susceptible on the road this season. So give me the over 6 in this one. Now we head to the UBS Arena where the New York Islanders take on the Vegas Golden Knights. And, well, it came to fruition once again. tell you the angle works, man. The New York Islanders fire their coach, and what happens? You bring in Patrick Waugh as a new coach, and the Islanders ride the new coach rub to a victory over the Dallas Stars, snapping their 4-game losing streak. And the Vegas Golden Knights, well, they're on the second half of the back-to-back here after falling short against the New Jersey Devils. They rallied from a 4-1 deficit, took the lead, led 5-4. Jersey tied the game at 5 in the third, and then the Golden Knights lost that one in overtime, and now this is a quick turnaround to pick up the pieces after an overtime loss to take on an Islanders team. Like I said, is probably going to be feeling the new coach rub for at least the next game or two. And for me, you guys know, if you follow the wraparound, you know my thoughts on that. When the new coach bump happens, you ride it until the team starts to falter again, because sometimes it just takes a new voice to change the vibe in the locker room. And you normally see guys rattle off a couple wins in a row when it happens. So I'm going to take the New York Islanders on the money line in this one at minus 132. And now we head to the XL Energy Center, where the Minnesota Wild take on the Washington Capitals, and both teams that have had some ups and downs as of late. The Washington Capitals had won back-to-back games before losing the second leg of the home and home on the road against the St. Louis Blues. The Minnesota Wild have taken their bumps as well, but they're on back-to-back wins after a road win over the Carolina Panthers. Now they go back home. Where last time we saw the Wild, they were doing a good job shutting out the New York Islanders. Now, the plus money with the Capitals is tempting, because I probably think this game should be lined a little bit closer to a coin flip. The thing is, though, is that I think the Minnesota Wild right now are the slightly better team, and for sure, I can tell you, they're the team that I trust more on the offensive end of the ice right now. 5 or more goals scored in 3 of their last 4 games, and I just think that this could be a great spot for Minnesota to break through. They are 11-9-3 at home, while Washington just 9-9-2 on the road. So give me the Minnesota Wild here at minus 160, but not a game I'm rushing to the window to bet. Now we head to the Scotiabank Saddledome, where the Calgary Flames take on the St. Louis Blues. And talked in the last game about how I thought maybe the game should have been lying closer to a coin flip, but I still went with the favorite. This, I think, is a game that I think should be lying closer to a coin flip, where I am going to side with the dog here. I like the St. Louis Blues in this one. The St. Louis Blues, they've had their ups and downs themselves. They just snapped a 3-game losing streak with that win over the Washington Capitals, like we just mentioned. The Calgary Flames have been playing some of their better hockey of the season so far. They've still won 6 of their last 10 games, but they're coming off of back-to-back losses where they gave up goals in bunches to Toronto and Edmonton. And head-to-head, this matchup's been all St. Louis. St. Louis won the lone meeting this year 3-0 in Calgary, like they are here. And they've won 8 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams as well. And the majority of those you've seen in St. Louis win by comfortable margins and put up multiple goals in those games. So I'm going to take a shot here with St. Louis Blues at plus 140. Now we head to Rogers Place, where the Edmonton Oilers take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And for this game, I'm just taking the simple approach of it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Edmonton Oilers now won 13 games in a row, and while I know the run can't last forever, I just don't see the Columbus Blue Jackets being the team that breaks down this win streak for the Edmonton Oilers. They're 5-9-5 on the road this season. They're 14-5 on the puck line on the road, but right now the Edmonton Oilers are just on another level. They've been beating up on teams and really winning games. And again, I've said this before. I think I said this on our morning show on the weekend. Winning games with defense, and that is not something that I ever imagined I would say about the Edmonton Oilers. Winning games with defense. You look going back, their last 11 games in a row, they've allowed 2 goals or less. The Oilers have. And the way the Blue Jackets have struggled on the road, I don't see that changing here. Give me the Edmonton Oilers on the puck line in this one. Now we head to the Honda Center, where the Anaheim Ducks take on the Buffalo Sabres. And, the Buffalo Sabres continue to be a team that I feel run hot and cold. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games. They've been playing fairly well. But again, it's kind of alternating wins and losses for the most part. The Anaheim Ducks, well, for the most part, the thing that they've done consistently is lose hockey games. They've lost 8 of their last 10. But the reason why I'm not necessarily jumping on the Sabres here is, again, I just don't know if I can trust the Sabres. If I had to pick a side, I would lean towards the Sabres. I just don't want to lay minus 164 with Buffalo on the road. So rather than go with that route, I'm going to take the under 6.5 here. We've seen it in a lot of Buffalo's games, especially in their most recent homestand. where they beat they lost to Tampa Bay 3-1. They had back-to-back 3-0 shutouts over Chicago and San Jose. They lost to Vancouver 1-0. So right now, defense is at the forefront for the Buffalo Sabres, and for Anaheim, it's got to be at the forefront because this team just doesn't score with enough consistency to feel good about backing them in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to take the under 6.5 here. I think even if you get a 4-2 kind of game, you're still in the good here. So give me the under 6.5 between the Sabres and the Ducks. And our final game on Tuesday's card takes us to the SAP Center, where the San Jose Sharks take on the New York Rangers. And I'll preface this by saying this is probably one of my least favorite games on the board, mainly because the New York Rangers, we know that this Rangers team is the better team, and they've been playing like it for much of the season. But the Rangers have also stumbled in a lot of their recent spots. They've lost 6 of their last 9 games. Goal scoring has been an issue for the Rangers. They've scored 3 goals or less in 7 of those 9 games. And now they take on a San Jose Sharks team. All of a sudden, has won back-to-back games and has actually split their last 6, and are scoring goals a little bit more frequently as of late. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, I'm taking the Sharks plus 1.5 here. Would I be surprised if the Rangers come out and absolutely blow the doors off of the San Jose Sharks? Absolutely not, because like I said, the Rangers are the better team from top to bottom from a talent perspective. But head-to-head between these two teams, this has been a tight matchup for the better part of the last few years. You look at the last 10 meetings between these two teams, 8 of those have been 1-goal games, and that includes the first meeting this year that was in New York that finished 6-5 in favor of the Rangers. I just think that maybe there's some value here with the Sharks plus 1.5. Not a game I'm rushing to the window to bet, but I'll take a shot here on the Sharks on the plus 1.5 puck line. That's going to be my final pick of the day. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024. Again, if you like this content, smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell in the description of this video below to be notified when the newest and freshest content drops here at Pickdawgz. If you're looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at pickdawgz.com by clicking the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page, and make sure to let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.